Hey everybody, this is Srina. You're watching Rachel's Network. In this video, we'll be practicing more questions on division of numbers with remainder as well as without remainder. So do watch the video until the end, and if you haven't watched my previous video, you can find the link in the description box below, and you can even find the link in the I tag above. So without wasting any time, let's start. So friends, our very first question is 300 divided by 25. Okay, so in this case, how we will do, because we are having here zeros, so zeros how we will represent, let's see in this video. So for 3, directly we will do what? We can draw 3 dots. This is what we have seen in the previous video, that is for each numbers we have to represent the corresponding number of zeros, correct? So we have dots for 3, but can we draw anything for 0? 0 means there is no dots, there is no number, correct? 0 means it does not have any value. So if it doesn't have any value, then what we have to do is, that is, this is a 0, so wherever we are having a 0, we will take carry from the previous number, okay, as we do in a simple method, is taking carry from the previous number. So this is a 0, therefore what we will do, we will cancel this 3 to 2 and we will give it a 10 out here, okay. So this 3 will become 2 and this is what? 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Understood how we gave 0 the dots? That is, from the previous number we borrowed one number and we gave it to this 0. So this 0 become what? It became a 10. Now the next number is again a 0. So again a 0 means again borrowing a number from the previous one. So this 10 will become now what? Number 9. So borrowing from the previous number. So again 1 0 we will cancel out from here and we will put here 10. So this becomes 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So did you notice how easily we made the dots for zeros? That is, whenever we are having a 0, we will borrow a number from the previous number. So in this case we have 300. Therefore 300 means this 0 will borrow a 1 from this one, therefore it will become number 2. Again we are having a 0, so this 10 will become 9 and the 0 will become what? Number 10. Hope you all understood how we made dots whenever we are having zeros. Now the same method, that is 2 and 5 means 2 in one column and 5 in the other column. That is, it will be represented somewhat like this: 2 in one column and 5 in the other column. Like this, we have to connect dots with lines in these that we have, okay. So first column we have 2 numbers, correct? So 2 numbers we'll join here, and in this we have to join 5 numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the first set is over. For the second set, again in this column, do we have any number? Do we have any points? No, we don't have any dots. Therefore, we will move on to the second column. So in the second column, yes, we have 2 dots. So 2 dots over here and 5 dots in this. So we'll go like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hope you all understood it. Now again in this you can see we have 2 over here and we have 5 numbers to be joined. Therefore, see, we have completed it and we have got our answer. That is, how many new beginnings do we have? That is, in this we have 1 new beginning. In this second row, column, how many beginnings do we have? We have 2 new beginnings. And in the third, do we have any new beginnings? No. Therefore, we have completed this and we got the answer as 12. And 1 and 2, that is 12. And do we have any remaining points which we haven't joined with the lines? No, we don't have any points remaining. Therefore, our remainder will be what? Remainder will be 0. And our quotient will be what? Quotient is this. That is, how many new beginnings we have for 25. Therefore, it is 1 and 2. So the quotient is number 12 and the remainder is 0. So we will see one more question with zeros, how to borrow number and how to draw lines with and joining the dots. So let's see the next question. So this is our next question, 3025 divided by number 12. So let's see. So again we'll borrow the numbers and draw the dots. So for number 3 we will draw 3 dots and next we have a 0. Therefore 0 means we will borrow one number from the previous number. Therefore 3 will become what? 3 will become number 2, and the 0 will become what? 0 will become number 10. Therefore 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So we gave 10 dots in place of number 0, and we borrowed a number from number 3. Therefore 3 became number 2. Next for 2 we will draw 2 dots, and for 5 we will have 5 dots. Correct? So we have completed drawing of dots. Now we will join the lines. So for joining lines, which numbers we want? We want 1 and 2. Therefore we'll have 1 in one column and 2 in the second column, and on joining we should get something like this. Okay, so let's see how to join this. So in the first column we will take 1, and in the second we will take 2 dots. So first part is over. Second, in first we will take 1, so we have one more point in the first column. So in the first we will take 1, and in the second column we will take 2. So now we can see the first column is completed. We don't have any more dots remaining in that. So we will move to the next column. So in the next column we will take 1 dot, and in the next column we will take 2 dots. We have taken 1 dot, and in the next column we have taken 2 dots. Now we can see that in the next column, that is, we have 1 dot over here, but in the next column, do we have 2 dots? We don't have, correct? So this is also a problem when we have, that is, the very next consecutive column should have 2 dots, otherwise we can't join it. Okay, so if it is not having 2 dots, again the same method of borrowing we have to follow. That is, from this column is having 1 dot, but does this column have 2 dots? No, we don't have 2 dots in this. So therefore what we will do, from this column we will take 1 dot out, and we will give how many dots? We will give 10 dots over here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Hope you all understood why we gave 10 dots here and took 1 from that, because every consecutive should be used for drawing 1 and 2. It's not like I will take 1 from this column and I can skip this column and jump to the next one. We can't do that. If our next column doesn't have a 2, then what we have to do is we have to borrow a dot from this one, and on borrowing the next column will have 10 dots. So that is what we have done here. Now we will again follow the same rule, that is 1 and 2. So 1 in this and 2 dots in this column. Then again 1 dot in this and 2 dot in this column. Again 1 dot in this and 2 dot in this. Again 1 dot in this and 2 dot in this column. Now you can see this column also we have completed. Moving on to the next column. So in this we will take 1 dot, and in this column we will take 2 dots. Again in this we will take 1 dot, and in this column we will take 2 dots. See, we have completed, and the final one is we have 1 dot. And do we have any more columns in this? We don't have, and we don't have any more 2 dots to be joined with this 1 dot. Therefore, we have completed our question, and so we have how many dots remaining? We have 1 dot remaining. Therefore, our remainder is number 1. And quotient, how do we write? For quotient, we will check the new beginnings, correct? Whichever column has a new beginning of 12, that we will number it. Therefore, in the first column, we have 2 new beginnings. In the second column, do we have any beginning? These two are continuation of this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 new beginnings. Therefore, this is number 5 in the second column. And in the third column, do we have any new beginning? We don't find any new beginning, correct? In this and this fifth 5 points, we don't have any new beginning, but the last 2 are the new beginnings. Therefore, we have a 2 over here, and in this, do we have any new beginnings? No, it is the continuation of this, and this is the remainder point that we have. Therefore, the quotient is what? 2, 5 and 2, that is 252 is the quotient, and our remainder is number 1. You can take your calculators, check the answer, divide by any method and see the answer is same, that is 252 is the quotient and 1 is the remainder. Therefore, our answer for 3025 divided by number 12 is 252. So let's see a last question. In this, the number is 2345 divided by 101. So the difference that you can see over here is, in the previous two questions we had the dividend with a 0, correct? But in this, what you can see is our divisor itself has a 0. So this we have already seen in our previous video. So once again, just to show the difference between the two numbers, so we'll be doing this question. So let's do. So the number 2345, again we'll draw dots for these numbers. So for 2 we'll draw 2 dots, for 3 we'll draw 3 dots, for 4 1 2 3 and 4, and for 5 we'll draw 5 dots. So drawing dots, I guess now it is clear for each one of us after practicing so many questions. Now what we have to do is we have to join the number of numbers that we are having in our divisor. So our divisor is 101. So let's start joining the numbers. So in the first column we'll take 1 dot. Then the second we will not take any dots. We will just leave that second column. We will just ignore that and we'll move to the third one. So we will have something like this. This is our 101. Again in this first column we have 1, yes. We will ignore the second and we will move on to the third column. Okay, so I hope this was clear. Now the first column has got finished. We have completed all the dots in the first column. So we will start a new beginning from a second column. So second column we will take 1 dot. Next column we will leave a blank. Then we will move on to the third column. We have 1 dot in the third column. Next again we have dots in this. So 1 dot in this, 0 dots in this, and 1 dot in the third column. Again 1 dot in this, 0 dot in this, 1 dot in the third column. Again second column has also completed successfully. Now the next column we will see. In the next column, do we have? Yes, we have 1 dot, but see our number is 101, correct? 101 means we should have how many columns? 3 columns of dots. But do we have 3 columns? We have only 2 columns. So can we join the dots? We cannot join the dots. We don't have 3 columns remaining. Therefore, this is the completion of our answer. Our answer completes over here. Let's check the number of new beginnings. Therefore, in this column we have 2 new beginnings, 1 and 2. In this column we have 1, 2 and 3 new beginnings. And in the next one, do we have any new beginnings? No, we don't have. And now, how many remaining numbers we are having? Therefore, our quotient we have found that our quotient is 2 and 3, that is number 23. And for remainder, let's check what is our remainder. So remainder, you can see in this column we have 2 dots remaining, and in the last column we have 2 dots remaining. So we will not add it all up and write number 4. What you have to write is, in this we have 2 and this we have 2. Therefore, our remainder is number 22. Okay, so never add up the numbers and write the remainder. What we have to do is we have to take 2 dots from this and 2 dots from this, because they are 2 different columns. Therefore, we will write the remainder as number 22. Therefore, our answer for 2345 divided by 101 is number 23, giving a remainder number 22. I hope this video was useful for each one of you. So in this video, we have seen the numbers with 0 in the divisor as well as in the dividend. And in the previous video, we have seen the basic concept of dividing number with dot and line method. Okay, so if you haven't watched my previous video, link in the description box below. And if any doubts you have, you can ask it in the comment box below. Any questions you have or you want more practice question, you can freely comment in the comment box. So if you like this video, please do like, share, and do not forget to subscribe my channel and hit the bell notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. So we'll meet up in the next video with a new concept or a new trick of mathematics. So until then, it's bye from Reena.